Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NBA injury expert weighs in on Lakers' LeBron move amid serious injury. Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James has left the team in the middle of their 4-game road trip. James has returned to Los Angeles, per medical recommendation, ESPN reported on Wednesday, March 12. The 40-year-old forward sustained a left groin strain in the Lakers' 111-101 loss to their arch-rivals Boston Celtics on Saturday, March 8. Dr. Evan Jeffries, an NBA and NFL injury expert and owner of the San Diego-based Evolving Motion Physical Therapy, lauded the Lakers' move to bring James back to Los Angeles. "Smart decision to return to LA for treatment and good sign he is progressing well," Dr. Jeffries wrote on X. ESPN's Shams Charania reported on Sunday, March 9, that James is expected to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks with the injury. James suffered the injury in the final 6:44 of their 111-101 loss to their arch-rivals Boston Celtics on Saturday, March 8. It was a crushing blow for the Lakers, who were the best defensive team since January 15. With James engaged defensively, James will not be with the team when they play in Milwaukee on Thursday, March 13, and in Denver on Friday, March 14, in a grueling back-to-back schedule to end what has been a nightmare trip. The Lakers have lost 2 straight games, most recently in Brooklyn against the lottery-bound Nets in a heartbreaking fashion, to surrender the second seed to the Nuggets. A 0-4 trip could be devastating to the Lakers, who might slide to number 5. The back-to-back slate is the beginning of the toughest schedule of their season, 6 games in 8 days, which is bookended by another back-to-back home game against the Nuggets, March 19, and the Bucks, March 20. Rich Paul weighs in on LeBron's groin injury. Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul was non-committal on when his top client, Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James, can return from his groin injury. "He knows his body better than anybody, so we kind of have to follow him there," Paul said on The Pat McAfee Show on Tuesday, March 11. "So I won't put a timetable on it. I'll let LeBron decide what was to be done there. He has a great trainer and medical staff with the Lakers, and Mike Nanches, Lakers athletic trainer, leads that for him, and so, I'll just be in a lockstep with those guys." The 40-year-old James came into his 22nd season with the most miles among all NBA players. And he might have extended himself by playing in the 2024 Paris Olympics, where he was named the MVP of the tournament for Team USA's gold medal run. James already took 2 week-long rests this season to manage his ankle issues. "So, there's been a lot of basketball playing for the older guys," Paul continued. "When you have this type of injury, you have to manage it properly." LeBron in danger of missing All-NBA team. James' injury jeopardizes his chances to make it to one of the 3 All-NBA teams at season's end. Getting that unprecedented honor at 40 years old will make his case for the greatest of all time stronger. James has already played 58 games this season, but still 7 games short of the NBA's 65-game rule to be eligible for most end-of-season awards, including MVP, All-NBA teams, and Defensive Player of the Year. James is in the top 5 of NBA.com's MVP ladder before his untimely injury in Boston. He is the Lakers' most consistent player this season, leading the team in scoring, 25.0 points, rebounding, 8.2 rebounds, and assists, 8.5 assists. Lakers confident they'll have more juice entering game-heavy stretch Milwaukee, energy, or as two-way guard Jordan Goodwin put it, juice has been available at a premium for the Lakers over the last couple of months. The consistent high-level effort helped the Lakers win 20 of their previous 26 games entering Thursday's road matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks at Fiserv Forum. So for that effort to take a dip in Monday's loss to the Brooklyn Nets, a game when the Lakers were without several frontcourt players, wasn't too much of a concern in the locker room. Forward Dorian Finney-Smith will be available against the Bucks after missing Monday's game because of left ankle soreness. Guard Luka Doncic is questionable with right ankle soreness. Forwards LeBron James, left groin, and Rui Hachimura, left knee, and center Jackson Hayes, right knee, remain out. It's always frustrating losing games like that, especially when everybody's energy is kind of low, Goodwin said. But I don't think it's a problem for us. We'll find it and be back. The next game, we'll have more juice than we had on Monday. So I don't think it's a problem. We'll be okay. But Monday's loss was the second consecutive game when coach J.J. Redick expressed confusion regarding the execution he saw from his team in ways that playing harder don't simply fix. Not setting ball screens in the proper spots. Allowing the Nets, who made 40%, 18 for 45, of their three-point attempts, to take dare shots. All but 2 of Brooklyn's three-point attempts were classified as wide open, 29, or open, 14, on the league's official website. Not communicating at the same level they have been over the last several weeks. We just gotta be better, Redick said, and we'll use practice to clean things up and make sure everybody's on the same page. The Lakers also struggled against Brooklyn's defensive pressure, with the Nets often guarding the Lakers' ball handlers full court or 3/4 of the court. Doncic, who had 5 of the Lakers' 15 giveaways, turned the ball over 3 times in the second half after the Nets blitzed/double-teamed him, a coverage Doncic has faced often during his 7 seasons in the NBA. Doncic has at least 5 turnovers in each of the last 6 games. I am comfortable with that, Doncic said about playing against double teams. You could see it in the other games. Monday wasn't a good example of it, with me. But you could see it in the other games, when they're blitzing, we're in great spots. And that's what JJ said about communication, that was important. That's my fault and we should have done better at that. The Lakers, who have dropped their last 2 games, are entering a stretch of 6 games in 8 days, which could be critical for their playoff seeding push. They slipped down to the number 3 seed in the Western Conference standings with the loss to the Nets and the Denver Nuggets' victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder on Monday, with the Nuggets taking possession of the number 2 spot. The Lakers will wrap up their 4-game trip against Denver on Friday, which will be the second night of a back-to-back, before playing 2 more back-to-back sets at Crypto.com Arena. Phoenix Suns, Sunday, and San Antonio Spurs, Monday. Nuggets, Wednesday, and Bucks, Thursday. The Lakers, 40-23, entered Wednesday ahead of the Memphis Grizzlies for number 3 by percentage points and were just 1 game ahead of the Houston Rockets for number 5. You definitely think about all the losses, especially the ones like this. The one in Boston. Every loss you take is a big loss, Goodwin said. Like you said, the conference, everybody is right there trying to battle for a spot. So we gotta win. If not, everybody is moving up and we're moving down. So we gotta keep winning. Lakers projected to trade for double-double center in bold offseason move. It's no secret that the Los Angeles Lakers' top priority in the offseason is to look for a starting caliber center following the failed Mark Williams deal. Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz proposed an offseason trade that could land the Lakers their coveted starting center to pair with Luka Doncic. Los Angeles Lakers receive Walker Kessler. Utah Jazz receive Dalton Knecht, 2031 first-round pick, unprotected. Kessler, 23, is a massive presence in the middle who's averaging a double-double, 11.5 points, 12.5 rebounds, while swatting 2.3 shots a game and leading the NBA in field goal percentage, 72.7%, Swartz wrote. Utah may not be shopping Kessler, although a future unprotected first and a good prospect in Knecht, 14.3 points, 39.3% from 3 as a starter, should at least start a conversation. Kessler was on top of the Lakers' wish list when they still had Anthony Davis, who was clamoring for a center to slide him back to his preferred power forward position. The Lakers' calculus changed when they swapped Davis for Doncic, who prefers to play with a lob threat. Kessler isn't as athletic as Derek Lively II or Daniel Gafford, but the Jazz center has developed into one of the elite rim protectors in the league, which on paper, perfectly fits the Lakers' defensive approach. It's hard to imagine that the Jazz will accept only a first-round pick plus a young player for Kessler. Leading to the trade deadline, ESPN's Shams Charania reported that the Jazz repeatedly rejected the Lakers as they could not meet their steep asking price for their prized center. Utah's steep asking price. In December, Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype reported that the Jazz's asking price is at least 2 first-round picks. Teams gauging Kessler's availability in Utah have come away with the sense that it'll take at least 2 first-round picks to pry him from the Jazz, a high asking price in their eyes, Scotto wrote at the time. Yesterday's price may not be this summer's price for Kessler, who is a much better player with no injury history compared to Williams, whom the Lakers initially viewed as worth a pick swap and their 2031 first-round pick. And the Jazz may no longer view the Lakers' 2031 pick as valuable as before, especially if Doncic signs an extension this summer to remain in Los Angeles. Rich Paul noncommittal on LeBron James' return timeline. While the Lakers' biggest weakness right now is the center position, their biggest challenge in the home stretch of the season is LeBron James' health. ESPN's Shams Charania reported on Sunday, March 9, that James is expected to miss at least 1 to 2 weeks with a groin strain. Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul was non-committal on when his top client can return from his groin injury. He knows his body better than anybody, so we kind of have to follow him there, Paul said on The Pat McAfee Show on Tuesday, March 11. So I won't put a timetable on it. I'll let LeBron decide what was to be done there. He has a great trainer and medical staff with the Lakers, and Mike Nanches, Lakers athletic trainer, leads that for him, and so, I'll just be in a lockstep with those guys. Are you a fan? What do you think about Walker Kessler's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.